Ladies and gentlemen, huge victory for Donald Trump. This is just out right now. The Guardian. First thing, judge orders DOJ to prepare redacted Trump search affidavit. Justice Department opposed release of document, but Florida federal judge says portions of it could be presumptively unsealed. And you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen. In a surprise move, the Justice Department has been ordered to redact the affidavit used to obtain the warrant to search Donald Trump's resort in Florida in such a way as not to jeopardize the investigation in case it is decided next week that the documents can be unsealed. The order from federal judge charted a middle ground between the Justice Department's motion to oppose unsealing any part of the affidavit and motions from a coalition of media outlets and calls from the former president to release the highly sensitive document. Ruling from the bench, the judge gave the department a week to propose redactions to the affidavit, which contains the probable cause. That's the issue. Probable cause used to justify the extraordinary search of Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort over his unauthorized retention of top-secret and classified documents. That is an inaccurate statement. But of course, this is The Guardian. So, hit subscribe to this channel right now. We don't have any evidence that he did anything wrong. We have an informant. We have somebody informing the Federal Bureau of Investigation through the Department of Justice, I believe, that Trump had restricted data, top secret intelligence. So they have been, here's what is really important. This is why you should subscribe to this channel. To my new subs, thank you so very much. To the subs that have been here since 2016, thank you so much. We're going to get over 200,000 subscribers very soon. It's because of you. They have been talking, Trump's legal team has been talking to the Department of Justice and also the Federal Bureau of Investigation. He even got a thank you note from a high-ranking official at the Federal Bureau of Investigation several months back. He's been talking to the National Archives, the Department of Justice, Merrick Garland, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation for about a year and a half now. He's out of an office for over a year and a half. The entire government knew the boxes that Trump took. It's not Clinton's private servers that were secret that President Obama didn't know of until he watched CNN. It's not Clinton's team, and I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024. Nobody will be happier on the planet than I will when Hillary runs versus Trump, and I believe Trump will defeat Clinton again. But anyway, this is not Clinton's private servers that were hidden from President Obama. Do you understand that Clinton had servers hidden from President Obama? Why did President Obama learn about his Secretary of State's servers from CNN? And also, how did President Obama get 30 million pages of unclassified documents? Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense at all? But anyway, how Clinton's team transferred top secret and special access program intelligence from secure government servers onto her servers, Strzok, McCabe, Clapper, Brandon, Comey, they don't know. They know, but they're not telling anybody. Okay, so they know, but they're not telling anybody, and it's almost certainly a criminal act. Almost certainly. Or she got tacit approval from high-ranking officials, President Obama included, in the United States government, and that's also a criminal act. You can't do that. You couldn't even become an employee at IBM or Tesla or Microsoft, or any, you couldn't be a Target. You couldn't be an employee of Walmart and just start hooking up your own private servers. You'd be fired on the spot. But in President Obama's administration, no problem. And then you get people on Twitter, oh my God, national security is at risk. You didn't care about top secret intelligence on servers outside of the United States government for 4 years and 30,000 emails deleted. What do you think they were doing? Then you get one person, I just can't get this out of my mind, one very, very intelligent atheist interviewed the other day, and Anthony Brian Logan did an amazing video on this. He said, it doesn't matter if Biden got kickbacks. Trump is worse. What did Trump do that's worse? We had record low in poverty with Trump in 2019, according to CNN, 10% or so. We have close to 15% poverty rate now. We had record highs in household median income with Trump. What did this man do to you? Morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrat who's almost always an atheist. What did this man do to you? What did Trump do to you? My God almighty, what did Trump do? He presided over the highest record ever of household median income and the lowest poverty rate in the country's history, or at least since it's been recorded in 1959, according to CNN. And every demographic was making more money. The entire country was prospering in 2019 until Democrats gleefully tanked the U.S. economy because of their usual apoplectic and hysterical reaction to everything. And more people lost their lives under mashed potato brains. We had record lows in poverty, record highs in household median income. You can take your morally superior sensibilities that Trump tramples upon and remove them and place them where the sun doesn't shine. Nobody cares, but it's going to get worse, ladies and gentlemen. People are going to get even more irrational than they were. You're going to see more people disown friends and family. They can't win any arguments. They don't know enough. They don't know the Steele dossier was purchased by Clinton. They don't understand Clinton's servers were actually criminal acts. They don't understand that Hunter is selling access to the United States government to anyone giving him millions upon millions, about hundreds of millions of dollars. If you look at all of the different transactions, 150 financial transactions deemed suspicious. Trump doesn't have one financial transaction deemed suspicious. And if he did, he would have been indicted. They have nothing on Trump. They have a lot on Hillary and a lot on Hunter and a lot on other Democrats, but they don't get indicted because the system protects a certain political side. Then you get, Liz Cheney isn't a Democrat. Liz Cheney isn't a left-leaning. Liz Cheney, you imbecile, voted 90% plus for alongside Trump, according to 538. You can take your Liz Cheney argument and place it alongside the other arguments against Trump. Liz Cheney and Kinzinger and every other never Trump Republican wanted to make money, honey. That's why they, democracy. Oh, liberals eat that up. Democracy? Really? Oh my God. Trump allocated more funding to historically black colleges and universities than any president ever, made the funding permanent. This is a fact. Trump moved the embassy to Jerusalem, signed an executive order combating anti-Semitism on college campuses. Doha agreement that Biden completely botched. He reversed U.S. foreign policy. Trump, tariffs against China, very important. Hundreds of thousands of new manufacturing jobs. First president to step foot in North Korea. What did this man do to you to break you? What did Trump, the Orange Menace, do to break you in terms of your soul? You don't believe in that. In terms of your psyche. What did he do? He did this, he did that. That's according to sources familiar with the matter. You're talking about media. You're talking about Jimmy Kimmel. You're talking about CNN. Brian Stelter is out. You're talking about Juicy Schmolier. You're talking about everybody who's desperate to try to create this contempt for Trump when he was very popular from the 80s until 2015. What did this man do to you, morally superior liberal Democrat? Do you like Recession with mashed potato brains who slurs his speech? and then sells access to the U.S. government with Hunter. Read the emails in the New York Post that were suppressed and silenced by Twitter. And then you get, oh, that's okay. Anything goes to prevent Trump from getting into the Oval Office. That is the antithesis of democracy. That's how an authoritarian and a tyrant speaks. The people who claim to be the most tolerant and most intelligent and highly educated are the greatest authoritarians and tyrants. We can't have Trump. Too bad for you. If the electorate votes for Trump and he gets back into the Oval Office, too bad for you. You'll just have to deal with record lows in poverty and record highs in household median income. Oh my God, the horror of that. As opposed to recession now, it's only going to get worse. And inflation at 8.5%. Oh, wow. Went from 9.1 to 8.5%. Wow. Democrats get away with everything. From criminal activity to crappy economy to horrible foreign policy. And you know what? It's 2022. We're going into 2023. You want to know what I've learned? They don't care about value system because they have none. They care about power. They care about influence. Not about Trump. They do the same thing to DeSantis. And if Mitt Romney became nominee or Liz Cheney, which would never happen in a million years, they would do the same thing to Liz Cheney. They would level all of media and the hysteria and the apoplectic, irrational, allegations, false investigation based on false, allegations, baseless claims, Steele dossier. They'd purchase a Steele dossier on Liz Cheney. Say that in a Wyoming hotel room she was meeting with a Russian intelligence official. They would do anything to keep influence. They're capable, ladies and gentlemen, of anything. And the stupidest idea is that, Trump's personality. If it just... And I actually fell for that for a second. For a second, I was like, maybe DeSantis. Honestly. They would destroy him. DeSantis is fantastic, but they would destroy him. They would try to destroy him. And who knows? Maybe he would do a better job than Trump at fighting back. Maybe he wouldn't. Who knows? Democrats realize that the only thing they have, because they don't have their policies, the Inflation Reduction Act is kind of like telling somebody that, I'm going to pay for your car that I totaled, so you should thank me. It's like, well, why did you total the car? Why should I thank you? You totaled the car. I should thank you for going to the auto body shop? Oh, wow, thank you so much. We have an 8.5 to 9.1% inflation. Oil's going back up. So what do you think is going to happen to inflation? And food prices are going to go back up too. And the economy is heading into a prolonged recession. And that's because of the policies of Biden and the Democratic Party. Immediately, he got sued by oil and gas associations in 14 states. Now he's getting sued by environmental groups. So you tell me how his policies work. They have the worst policies. Trump had the best policies. We had an amazing economy and a great foreign policy under Trump, but the media, the intelligentsia, we have the dumbest intelligentsia that's ever existed. They all melted down in this fine mist of hysterical fury and apoplectic indignation. Oh my God, Trump! And they accused him of things he didn't do. God bless him. God bless Donald Trump. Is he perfect? No. Are you perfect? No. Is the morally superior liberal Democrat perfect? Absolutely not. Am I perfect? No way. But God bless Donald Trump because he's fighting against the most arrogant, hypocritical, somewhat diabolical political side. Give me your diabolical. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Huge victory for Trump.